Some of the aircrafts in my flight school are in a dual G5 configuration where two instruments out of the 6 pack are replaced by dual G5s. So the attitude indicator is replaced by a primary flight display, Garmin G5, and the heading indicator or directional gyro is replaced by a horizontal situation indicator. So you can configure the G5 in either mode. I was looking for an instrument panel for my home simulator which has the same configuration, and I came across Altimeter Motives dual G5 flat screen instrument panel. So you see the entire panel here and the dual G5s are stacked very nicely. This will cost you you will need one controller at least. So this will cost you about $460 if you go for the dual controller. If you go for the single controller, this will cost you $435. In addition to this panel, you will also need a monitor. So any 23.8-inch diagonal monitor will do, and this one came recommended by Altimeter Motives, so I just bought this. So it was $114.99. So about $575 to get this whole thing going. Now let's see the installation and functioning of this panel. So here you have the quick start guide. Here is the user manual. Then there are some cables here. And I did go for dual controllers. With two controllers, one controller is for the built-in software that works out of the box on the Cessna 172, and the other one is for the Air Manager controller. So if you in future you can reconfigure the instruments to show different devices, and you can use Air Manager for that. These are the bungee cords to keep the panel firmly secured to the monitor. All right, so here is the panel, nicely packaged. Nice, this feels very nice. Feels pretty sturdy. Pretty solid. And on the back side, this is felt backed so as not to scratch the monitor. And so this is how you mount it on the monitor. Okay. I'll put it here in place of my 2G1000 units. So this is how it's supposed to go on top of it. Something like this. Thickness of the monitor. This thickness should be less than 1 inch. Just hand tighten the screws, not too tight. Now it's time to secure the two bungee cords. So for the bungee cord, you see there is this screw here. Just loosen this a little bit. Put the top here and just tighten the screw around it a bit. And pull it from under the monitor. Oops. Oh. So this is how it's supposed to be held in place. The bungee cord here comes down on the back onto this bolt or screw here. Now when you are mounting the panel, just make sure that on the back side, make sure that there is space here, because we'll need to put the controller here. So don't do it too much to the side, just keep some space here. Okay, let me put the second bungee cord. Okay, so this is also secure. So this is what you get after it's mounted nicely. Looks pretty nice. Like the monitor is hidden behind it. You can barely see it at the bottom. Of course, you need to use the controls here, but otherwise the panel is perfectly sized for this. Now let's take the two controllers. So if you see one controller, it says this is already programmed on channel C. So this is if you want to use it with Air Manager to customize anything. Now this one here, which says firmware version 1, this is for the out of the box setup. So it will work with the software that comes with Altimeter Motives. So there is a middle notch here, and there's a middle notch on the inside. There's a micro USB cable connector here. Let's go connect it. All right, so this is connected, and this way, plug it in. I think the monitor is ready now to be connected to the SIM. So now I am going to make space on the desk. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. I have connected the controller to the CPU, the monitor, the HDMI and power are also connected. So it's all set up hardware wise. Now it's time to install the software and see whether it actually works with the simulator. Now I am on altimetermotives.com/downloads, and on this page you will see the manual for software included controller version. So let's go ahead and open it in new tab, and the download software for controllers that include dedicated software, which is the one I'm trying to use now. So I'll go ahead and download it. Okay. This looks like the same quick start printout that I got. Okay, let's go ahead and install the downloaded software that we got. Open file, air panel. Let's say start Cessna 172G. All right, after I did that, you see on my other monitor, the panel has come up here. I'll need to change the display from here to bring it to this monitor. And let's see how to do that. All right, so you can easily change the monitor chosen by right clicking on the display screen, bringing up the menu shown below and selecting the monitor desired with a left click. So I'm here, I'm going to turn my 24-inch monitor first. It's already connected. I just bring the power on and you can see the display coming in through it. All right, so this monitor is now on, and I am going to right click on this monitor. So maybe it's display 1. So now you can see all the dials are correctly mapped. And let's see if we can change the settings. So if I change the knob here, rotate the knob here, you can see the display is changing. Let's see. Maybe these will come up after I start the simulators. Okay, so I have X-Plane running now, and let's go ahead and switch on master and avionics on my Honeycomb. Okay, after I turn that on, I see the dual G5 displays are on, and yeah, nice. So this is adjusting the Colesman window, and you can see this is adjusting the heading bug, and this is also now adjusting the Colesman window. Right, so I have all my displays here in the 6-pack with dual G5. So I'm going to now start the aircraft, and you see the RPM changing here. I'll need both hands because I need to set the mixture to rich. So let's try this again. I have RPM at high now, and as I reduce throttle on my Honeycomb Bravo, you can see the RPM gauge coming up and down. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with the instrument panel. If you get the controller which has the software out of the box, you do not need to do any configuration. That is fantastic. Altimeter Motives has made a solid product. I was using the G1000 for practice, but the school I'll go to has dual G5 panels in their Cessnas. So that's why I ordered this. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a like and share it. It really helps me, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.